A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant escalation of federal military presence, the U.S. military announced on Monday that it is mobilizing an additional 2,000 members of the California National Guard to assist in managing ongoing protests in Los Angeles. This decision comes as the city grapples with a fourth consecutive night of demonstrations against immigration and customs enforcement (ICE) arrests, which have sparked widespread unrest and criticism from local officials. The Pentagon's chief spokesman, Sean Parnell, confirmed via social media that these troops have been called into federal service to support ICE and to enable federal law enforcement officers to safely conduct their duties. This latest deployment adds to the 2,000 National Guard personnel already activated by President Donald Trump over the weekend to protect federal personnel and property. The military presence has been met with fierce opposition from California Governor Gavin Newsom, who labeled the move as reckless and disrespectful to our troops. In a post on social media platform X, Newsom pointed out that many of the initial troops are still sitting and used in federal buildings without orders, questioning the motives behind the deployment. This isn't about public safety. It's about stroking a dangerous president's ego, he stated. The protests, which began on Friday, were ignited by ICE raids that resulted in the arrest of over 40 individuals across the city. Local officials have criticized the military deployment as unnecessary and have warned that it could further inflame tensions in an already volatile situation. The Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, has declared the protests an unlawful assembly, employing tear gas and rubber bullets to disperse crowds. As the protests continued, the military also activated approximately 700 active-duty Marines to assist the National Guard. The Marines are expected to begin arriving in Los Angeles as soon as Tuesday. The federal government's justification for the military presence stems from accusations that local authorities have failed to adequately protect ICE agents from violent clashes during the protests. However, state and local officials have vehemently denied these claims, arguing that they have been actively managing the situation. In response to the deployment, California has filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration, asserting that the federal government has overstepped its authority and illegally usurped the state's control over the National Guard. The tensions surrounding the protest reflect a broader national debate over immigration policy and the role of federal law enforcement. Critics of the Trump administration's approach argue that the aggressive enforcement of immigration laws is tearing families apart and exacerbating community tensions. The protests in Los Angeles have drawn attention from across the nation, with solidarity demonstrations occurring in cities such as San Francisco, Dallas, and Austin. As the situation develops, local leaders continue to call for a de-escalation of military presence and a focus on dialogue and community safety. With the National Guard and Marines now on the ground, the coming days will be critical in determining the trajectory of the protests and the response from both local authorities and federal officials. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.